and the reservations here in Canada for Indigenous people. And all of those steps, while he has taken them, many would consider to be largely symbolic. So I don't think he's closed the bracket in any stretch whatsoever. But I think for those who are looking for symbolic measures, they were on the table. The question now is, just like the question is with Justin Trudeau being the first world leader to take the knee at the Black Lives Matter protest, the symbolism was great. But when are we going to have the action that really and truly brings change? Now, many people would say, and add a footnote, that change is going to take decades, if not generations, to complete. But I think people are getting a little bit impatient with the symbolism and are now wanting to see a little bit more action concretely being delivered on these things. So the simple matter is, Wakar, like I think many people would say his heart's in the right place, but there is a few elements that they're now being soured on because the action is just not there.
Indeed, and that seems to be the jury right now, right, Laith, where we have this momentum to bring all of this out into the open around the world, and of course, even in a place like Canada. And as I said in my introduction, you know, as Canadians, we know that our country has this image in the world, right, which doesn't exactly parallel what we know happens within the country, be it to Indigenous or others. Do you think that we're going to move beyond the symbolic actions and actually do something quite relevant and quite significant towards, be it the Indigenous or other people of color communities?
Well, you know, last year the Indigenous nations were fighting the building of oil pipes and gas pipes across their sovereign territories. And the Canadian government responded with sending in militarized police and mass arresting leaders of the Indigenous nations and those who were in solidarity with them, and even arresting and charging media that was trying to cover those protests. So in Canada, there's a reality, which is Canada is a colonial settler state based on